Hello everyone, the Gaming Genius here, and welcome to what's possibly going to be the quickest Humongous commentary we've done yet. We are doing episode 3 with the very first Humongous Entertainment game to come out, or at least I believe it was. Pretty sure it was. Putt Putt Joins the Parade. So, we've done the first game for Pajama Sam. And we've done the first game for Big Fingers. I figured, why not? Let's start doing the first for everyone. Now, Putt Putt is the character I am the most familiar with. While my favorite game will always be Pajama Sam, No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside, I've played more Putt Putt games than I have Pajama Sam. I've played Putt Putt Saves the Zoo, and Putt Putt Joins the Circus. I realize that's not like a huge amount of stuff, but hey, it's more than I can say for Pajama Sam or Freddy Fish. Now, the character everyone recognizes from Humongous Entertainment, and I assume is essentially the main mascot. Putt Putt's nothing more than a sentient car living in a world of cars. I imagine Pixar got its idea from this game series, but that's something else for another day. Now, Putt Putt Joins the Parade, I will admit it suffers a bit from being the first experience, but granted, for the first game, it does everything it needs to do, and it honestly teaches the players in a very smart way how to play the game. These first screens kind of give you an idea of how to maneuver the screens, how you can go around and touch some stuff, and how to solve some puzzles. There are a couple puzzles in the game in order to progress to new areas, and I'll admit, the first puzzle tricked me at first. You're gonna see a cow getting in the way, and so my first instinct was, oh, okay, well, there must be an item around somewhere. So, you'll see I go back to, the past screens to make sure I didn't miss anything. Well, I didn't miss anything, but then I remembered the horn. And I was like, it's okay, maybe I'll try that. I pressed it, and that was the answer. Honestly, that was really cool. Unfortunately, that's like the one of 2 car puzzles the game gives you. Which, yeah, let's talk about that game. Your goal in the game is to join a pet parade that is going to be happening very soon. Now, to do so, Putt Putt's going to need 3 things. He's going to need a balloon, a car wash, and a pet. Which Putt Putt really wants a dog. As a dog owner myself, I can relate. And that's it. The plot is extremely simple, but it is effective. I'll talk more about the game as it shows up, but yeah, it's no surprise why this game skyrocketed the popularity of Humongous Entertainment. Well, I wouldn't say skyrocketed, because, well, you know, it's the first one, so. I mean, I'm looking at the box art for Joins the Parade. I love one of its captions. You'll see it when I end the video, but it says, "It talks." Well, it certainly does talk. I just love that's one of the features. But then again, it's a pretty cool game for 1992. So I'll happily give it that. Like it advertised over 30 exciting locations to discover, and more than 400 click points loaded with fun.
Those are great ideas.
Yeah, they're not wrong. There are a lot of things to click in this game. And, whilst they're simple, simple is still very effective.
I won't.
Oh, goodness. I just realized, though, the box art I'm looking at is,
Try Blue Street first.
is what I assume to be the re-release version, because I see another box art, in this, like, purple art. I'm gonna have to put it in the video. Yeah, I'm guessing that must be how the game looked at first, and wow, I am really happy they kind of gave up a redesign, if that is the original box art.
Smokey says there's monster more there.
Now, the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to, well, first get past
Oh my,
mice.
it's a marching band. Right now we're a sitting band. Yeah, how can we march without any music? I think I can help.
Now, they need music to march, and so I actually figured it out pretty easily. You gotta turn on the radio. Again, it's clever because it uses the interface.
Now I can keep on driving.
If you played Humongous entertainment games in the past, you think, oh, there must be like a radio or a CD player or something like that. Well, no. Just use the radio in front of you. And now, I hope you like doing chores, kids, because time to do some chores.
What can I do for you?
Now, to complete the game, to finish the game, you only need to have 2 coins. So, if you were smart enough and grabbed the coin in Putt Putt's house at the start of the game, you would only need to mow 1 lawn. But you also need to mow a lawn to find this bone, and this bone is a very important item you need for one of the objectives. We'll get to that much later. But now it's time to mow the lawns, and honestly, it's one of the most taxing parts of the game. All you have to do is click where Putt Putt needs to go, and he'll drive there. And then just mow the grass, and that's it. Now, I assumed that you needed to do all the grass, so that's kind of why I went and did that. So, you're gonna see 4 lawns, and, yeah, it's about as fun as actually watching someone mow the grass. Chores are fun, aren't they? Listen, like, it's kind of hard to make chores fun, especially in games. Like, I know there's something weird to go off, especially with this being a kids focused game, but it just brings my mind to Normal Heroes, where I think you have to do some jobs to earn some money so you can fight off the bosses. At least I think that's how it goes. I plan on playing No More Heroes in due time, but I say that, and yet I say that for a lot of games. I don't know. There's just some things that video games try to make fun, but in reality, they're just, you know, not.
All done.
Nice going, Putt. Here's your money, honey.
Thanks, Trixie.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, here's some fun behind the scenes, for you. I'm actually recording this right after I finish the game, and it's like 12:30 in the morning. I didn't want to go to bed. I didn't know what to do, so I'm just saying, heck with it. We need to do a 3rd episode of Humongous Commentaries. Let's just play Putt Putt. And I was kind of relieved and kind of scared how fast this game was. I'm glad it sold well. I think it sold well anyway. I could look it up now. Let's see. Putt Putt joins the parade. I'm glad Google helps me remember it. Let's see. Going to the Wikipedia page. Let's see. Yeah, oh wow! Upon release, the game sold over 300,000 copies. The combined sales of Putt Putt Joins the Parade, Putt Putt Goes to the Moon, which is its sequel, and Putt Putt Saves the Zoo, surpassed 1 million units by June of 1997. That is amazing. It really is. Like, wow.
Greetings, Putt Putt.
And let's see how people liked it.
I would like to mow your lawn.
You know it's good when IGN gave it a score. IGN gave it a score of 8.2 out of 10. Okay, it's not awful. Oh, look at this. It's got some awards. Wow. 1997 Medallion Award. Best PC Education Game. The CD-ROM 100 Best. Top 100 Product. Parents' Choice Award. Wow. Oh, get this. In 1997, a study conducted by the University of Texas compared children's reception of education games with their professionally assigned development appropriate practice ratings. Of the 13 programs selected, Putt Putt Joins the Parade ranked as the most frequently played game.
That was a
You hear that, everybody? Putt Putt's played more than Rita Rabbit. Let's go. Sorry.
What can I do for you?
Let's see. Ooh, here's something I actually didn't know about the game. After the game's creation, Humongous Entertainment had intended to get Electronic Arts to distribute the product, invoking a lawsuit from LucasArts over the ownership of the Scum game engine and disruption from press release. When a demo of the game was completed, it was uploaded to CompuServe. It took time before a single user downloaded the game, then it gave a lengthy review, which gave a steady increase in audience. Wow, so EA almost gave us Putt Putt. Wow, that boggles my mind that, you know, EA was about to handle the Humongous library. Imagine how that would have ended up. Like, that's freaky.
I'm all done.
Good going. Here, little
Yeah, but
buy you a coin.
Thanks.
then, Putt Putt started to release games, every now and then, and, I think he has the most games out of anybody, cause, let's see. There's Joins the Parade, Goes to the Moon, Saves the Zoo, Travels Through Time, Joins the Circus,
Now I can
Putt Putt at the Races, and then Pep's Birthday Surprise. Yeah, that's 7. And then of course there's the,
sure would be fun.
there's the arcade, but, we'll get to those later. I'll probably combine them all into one big video, or at least the arcade, per series.
It's the Cartown Car Wash.
Now, this was one of the objectives here. You gotta deposit 2 cents into the car wash, and,
Put one more coin.
I think you have to keep going or do them in a certain order,
Thank you.
and then
Now drive through.
Putt Putt says you're all set.
Nothing. I never had a car wash before.
So I'm not sure about that. I just did everything at random, honestly. No, I have to admit, it's been a very long time since I've actually been in a car wash.
Ah, that feels great.
That feels great. Hot ziggity. Man, I do appreciate the character of Putt Putt. I realize there's not a lot of character there, but someone who's just optimistic and ready to get going. I do unfortunately know how it ends, though. I haven't seen the game in action, but I've heard people talk about it. Pep's Birthday Surprise. And I'll get there when we get there, but from what I hear, it's easily the worst putt-putt game. Again, I'm not sure why, but I know we'll get there later. Now in terms of the best putt-putt game, I think people usually say either Saves the Zoo or Travels Through Time. It's one of those two. Me personally, I've always favored Joins the Circus. That's only because as a kid, I loved anything circus related. Of course, nowadays you barely hear anything of a circus. Or at least I think you don't. Let me know, like, how often do you guys hear about a circus anymore? Cause we had a circus that happened every year or so, but then it kind of fell apart. And I do think it's cause, you know, circuses are known for their animals, and less and less circuses are actually using the animals like elephants and tigers and such, mainly because people were worried about how they were cared for. Like being in cages and such. Like, I think Barnum and Bailey, after 145 years, like, stopped using elephants in the circus. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess it's sort of a hot take depending on your place, but the animals were always a cool part. It was always cool to see them, but it's just when you think about it. You know, they're trained to do that. You don't know how they're being trained. You don't know how they're being cared for and, sup. It's just part of our system nowadays. You know, you gotta think about everything and, the actions and consequences of it. Which, don't get me wrong, yes, you do want to think about everything you're doing, but, well, I'm gonna stop now. It's supposed to be about Putt Putt, and here I am getting real on you. Yeah, these animals are here just to kind of like tell jokes and riddles and such. I will admit, it's kind of funny how depending on who you click on, you'll get sort of a different answer. I do kind of like that. And now we get probably the weakest minigame here. You remember those games where you turn the dial, see where the ball lands? That's exactly what this is. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on this. Oh man, you can probably hear my yawns in the background. I'm sorry! I promise, I'm going to bed after this. Now, I've debated on, I guess to kind of talk about this early, I debated on which Humongous Entertainment game to do next, and I figured, you know, we did the first Putt Putt game, so let's do the next character that appeared after Putt Putt, which he was only a part of 2 games in the entire Humongous lineup. Which we'll get to him later, but I figured, oh, note to self, at 1920, to block that. Well, at least I know what my friend plays in the morning. Oh boy. Steam, I love you, but I also hate when you pop up games like that because it makes it very hard to review some games. Now this is the second chore, to go back to the game that you can do. Baldini will give you a grocery bag to deliver
Sure.
to a certain house. Do that and you get a coin. It's as simple as that.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Now, I only did it once, just so I could show it off. I don't know how many coins you can own total in the game. I know the max I did was 5.
Now I can cross.
So,
Street. That's where I'm supposed to deliver groceries.
and I do like how Putt Putt kind of like
Yeah, all these
gives you
groceries.
simple
I
reminders,
think I have something I
in case you need to do anything. Like, oh, I need to deliver groceries at this place. It's a very nice, way to keep the kids engaged, especially if they forget.
Now I can keep on driving.
Yeah, I guess we should talk about how the game looks. Honestly, it looks good.
I need to
Like,
deliver
everything is in its,
groceries.
artistic state, you know.
Tell me,
I'll tell you what, you look at one screen, you know it's Putt Putt.
I have some groceries.
So, there is that.
Oh,
Now,
groceries. Here,
I almost forgot to mention,
for trouble.
there's one aspect to that I don't think any Putt Putt games follow up on after this. And that's the gas gauge. Now gas is completely free. And it actually fills up in the dial on the left. I honestly thought that was pretty cool because, to my memory, I don't think any other Putt Putt game does that. Like, they're just taking the idea of these cars being sentient and they're just running with it. Okay. Granted, though, when Putt Putt looks at you, that is scary. That's like the ultimate staring contest. Like, now I know why he looks
Is there a bag?
sideways.
Baby, he's been locked in
Now, okay.
groceries. Please find him.
This is This is the easiest one. She lost her kid in the movie theater. You just have to find the kid. And honestly, like, there's a lot of cars out there, so it might be easy to miss.
Who's gonna start?
But, yeah.
Baby beep, I found
Now,
you.
my question is,
Putt putt,
who's leaving the rest of these kids here?
let's go.
Like, we were looking to find this one kid. Where are the parents?
Putt, I'd like you to have this balloon.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Like,
Now I have
parents.
a balloon for the parade.
How dare you leave these kids behind? Wait. Oh, wait a minute. It's future commentary. Quick! Take away all your toy pads and iPads and any pads. It predicted the future.
It's Car Town.
Future. Oh, I'm so gonna get hated on for this video. Can I have free gas? Like, can that be a thing nowadays? Look, dude, but at the time of this video, gas is like $4 where I live. $4 for a gallon of gas. That is unsettling. And I know some people are gonna say, "Oh, well, you're not paying $6 or $7." And yeah, believe me, I'm sorry that that's the case too. It's just like,
It would be fun
yikes.
to get a new paint job.
alright, so
Thank you, Kyle.
now we get to a Putt Putt staple.
Coin in the slot, cowpoke.
In every game, you're given the choice
That's two,
to
Buckaroo.
change the color of Putt Putt.
One last coin.
Now, some games might do that as a one-time gag, but Putt Putt,
On through.
Oh boy.
his color will actually stay on for the entire game. Whatever color you choose, it goes with him. And I'm happy to see that it started here.
Blue, just like the sky.
Now it does work with the sprite too, and I think in the past, or at least the future games, it will actually stay in the cutscenes. I am honestly not that sure. I am just taking a shot in the dark with that. Could be right, could be wrong, not sure. I'll play the other games for the commentary too.
Warm and toasty.
But yeah,
Like you're all
there's
here. Have a look. little
not a whole lot to talk about.
Hey,
I'd love there to be more to talk about. It's just we're kind of done. There's only like one major area left, and that's the upcoming cave, and then that's the end of the game.
I wonder if you recognize me with my new paint job.
I'm sorry, like, I love doing these commentaries, but I keep forgetting that these games are so simple, you need things to talk about. Like, relevant things, though. But, I don't want to get too relevant, because I don't want to talk about something that's going to be dated in, like, a week. Then again, this is YouTube. That really happens anyway. Like, one day, you could be talking about how No Man's Sky sucks, but then you look at another video, and it's like, oh, No Man's Sky's great with all these updates. Like, oh, that happened. Oh, and here comes our final staple. Pep the dog. Who... I am wondering how he got lost in this cave to begin with.
I'll call you Pep.
I am scared to find out how he got stuck in there. But we got him. And now it's time to wrap the game up.
Everything I need for the
Once you have everything you need, you go directly to Smokey the fire engine.
have here.
Subtle.
I know you from somewhere.
It's
And
Putt Putt.
then the parade occurs.
You look as handsome as a new hubcap.
Gosh, Smokey, thanks.
So,
Putt Putt, it looks like you
yeah, we did it.
everything you needed to. The parade is about to begin.
We did it. That's it. That's the end. Roll credits.
Come on, everybody, let's go.
And I guess Putt Putt just decides to lead the parade. For whatever reason. Now, I thought that it was going to be a cutscene at first. But then I stayed down in these cars for a while. And then I realized, oh, you can actually touch everything here. Like, that's cool. Like an interactable parade. I'm like, okay, alright. I see you. Yeah, really, the end. That's it. I guess if I could talk about my final thoughts now. I could definitely see why this was such an influential game. I will admit, it was kind of fun. Going back to seeing how the game started. Oh, and Pep juggling these balls is adorable. You can't tell me otherwise. But yeah, that's it. We're done. Unfortunately, this game kind of suffers from first game, where it's a game you see for how it got started, but it's not really a game you come back to. That's unfortunately also going to be the case for our next game, Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise. At least I think that's how it's going to be. I'm not honestly sure. It's been years since I played that game, and I'm honestly kind of excited to play it again after all this time. But as the credits roll and I decide to end the video, whenever I decide to end it, I'll cap off this video. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and be sure to tune in next time for more Putt Putt action, Pajama Sam action, Freddy Fish action. I'm making this up as we go. This is the Gaming Genius, and this gaming wish has just been granted. Take care.